me. We've got an awful lot to get on with. Oh, when are you going to make a start? The garden's in an awful mess. I put all your old clothes out, but it's such a jungle out there, you should wear your safari jacket. I've even warmed your Wellingtons. Terry, you are listening, aren't you?
Oh, sorry, love. Did you say something? Huh?
Yes. I was just asking why you've suddenly gone deaf.
Pardon?
You heard.
Look, today is Sunday and I need a rest.
Well, you've only just got up.
I know, it was an effort. That's why I'm having a rest.
Look, we've got to get everything ready. Malcolm and Beattie are coming today. And you know Beattie, how she is, very house-proud.
Oh, don't bother with it. I mean, it's her house she's proud of, not ours.
Terry, there are lots of little things to be done before they get here, if you wouldn't mind.
No, all right, June, you carry on. I won't mind.
I meant you. The grass needs mowing, the weeds are a foot high. Oh, and the kitchen sink's bunged up again.
Look, I have been working all week and I need a rest.
Oh, really? And what about me? What do you think I've been doing all the week?
For a start, you bunged up the kitchen sink. I've been flogging myself to death all week to earn a living, June, in order to support you, June. If I hadn't, you'd be in the cart. Come to think of it, you are, and I'm the poor, unselfish horse that pulls it.
All right, forget it. I can see I'm flogging a dead horse.
Look, I'm entitled to have my day off, and everything gets done round here eventually. You know that.
I can vouch for it.
Good.
I'm the one who does it.
I just don't feel like dashing around on my day off doing odd jobs, and that is that.
Cooey, anyone at home? That can't be Malcolm and Beattie already.
Hello, I'm Cynthia Hunter from the house opposite. I moved in yesterday.
Oh, hello, I'm Judy Medford,
Hello, how do you do?
and the corpse that just came back to life is my husband, Terry.
Do come in, do come in. I do hope you'll enjoy living opposite. I know I will. After all, it will improve the view.
Well, your front door was open. I did knock, but you didn't hear me. And then I heard you arguing.
Arguing? Oh, no, we weren't arguing. Were we, dearest?
Oh, no. June sometimes does, but I never bother.
Well, I'm sorry to barge in like this, but I've got a bit of a problem. You see, I live on my own. I'm divorced, and, well, the problem is I need a man.
I wonder, are there any fellas I owe a favour to, darling?
Oh, no, I meant that, well, I was wondering if I might borrow your husband.
Oh, yes.
May one ask exactly what you want to borrow him for?
Well, I've just moved in, and there are one or two odd jobs that need doing, and I can't manage it by myself.
Oh, that's no problem. I've got absolutely nothing to do. I mean, I'll come over right now. Be a pleasure.
But, isn't this your day of rest?
Oh, come now, June. There's no need to take that attitude.
Well, after all, you have been pulling me around in a cart all the week.
Well, I'm sorry to interrupt. I'll manage somehow.
No, I wouldn't hear of it. For heaven's sake, what are neighbours for? I'll just pop over the road for a bit. Shall we go?
Are you sure you don't mind?
Oh, not at all. While he's away, it'll give me a chance to polish up his harness.
Can't very well refuse. Well, no man is an island.
Just don't try any offshore exploration.
It'll just be a couple of little jobs. I shan't be a few minutes. Oh, dear.
Terry, you are. Is that the last one? It's only taken you 2 hours. And Terry, I just want to thank you. Perhaps you could help me lay the patio next weekend. And Terry, when you've finished, come into the house. I want to show you my appreciation.
Oh, yeah. It's only taken you 2 hours, Terry. Cynthia, what are you doing?
The kiss of life.
I think it worked. And first aid tasted so nice. Oh! Oh, I've got cramp.
Here, let me see.
No, it's like... Oh!
Oh, just relax. I know what I'm doing. I used to be a nurse. Men's surgical.
You're not going to cut it off, are you?
This leaves it.
Oh, that's better. That's better. Yeah, keep going.
Hello? Anybody home? Terry?
No, not up there, Cynthia. I'm ticklish up there.
Must be one of your erroneous zones.
I think it must be. Cynthia, take your hands off.
Oh, keep still. I can't do it if you keep moving it about.
Terry?
Hello, June.
Oh!
June? It's me, Tay. Oh. Ah, there you are. You're annoyed, aren't you? Well, it's not how it looks, you see. I had to shift these 2 ton of paving stones, and I got cramp in my leg, you know. And Cynthia, or Mrs. Hunter, as I call her, she. Did you know she used to be a nurse? No, I didn't know either. And she gave me a treat. Gave me the treatment. She treated. You are listening, aren't you?
Did you want something?
Yes.
What?
A fair hearing. After all, marriage is based on trust, isn't it?
Yes, I trust you enjoyed yourself.
Look, I went over there to help out like a friendly neighbour, and you jumped to the wildest conclusions. And what's more, I've still got
Lipstick all over your face.
Well, she gave me the kiss of life.
For cramp?
No, she thought, look, there was no need to come creeping over there after me anyway. I mean, you know me, I wouldn't be swayed by the attentions of another female.
I came to fetch you, Terry, because Malcolm and Beattie will be here any time now.
Oh, then, why now? Why did you have to invite them anyway?
I didn't. You did. At the Johnsons' party. After Beattie got a bit tiddly and kissed you in the hall, I think that's what swayed you, Terry. Yes, sometimes I can read you like a book.
Yeah, but when you read a book, I mean, you skip the parts you don't like, but with me, you dwell on them.
Well, you did invite Beattie.
Well, all right. At least she's sympathetic. I mean, she doesn't argue with Malcolm, and she sees the best side of him. I mean, that's why they get on so well together.
Don't you slam that door at me, Malcolm.
Oh, shut up, you silly cow.
I see. Well, if we're using farmyard language, I think that you're a male chauvinist pig.
All right, Beattie. If I'm a male chauvinist pig and you are my wife, that makes you a sow.
What?
I withdraw the word cow and substitute sow. Sow.
You creep.
Pigs don't creep, they trot.
And I'm sure her attitude will set you an example, June. You'll see what I mean. Hello, Malcolm.
Don't bother to talk to me, you fourth-rate Casanova. I'm not speaking to you.
That suits me, Terry, June. It'll be a welcome relief for my eardrums.
Don't change the subject. I know what you've been up to. Hello, June, Terry. You and that secretary of yours.
Don't trust you to jump to the wrong conclusions like some overactive kangaroo. I'm sorry about this. And what's more...
Don't talk to me! You men are all alike.
Who is in a fight now? Where are you...
Shut up. Yes, I see. Her attitude does seem commendable, darling.
Yeah, they're sitting in opposite corners of the living room just glaring at each other. What should we do?
Ring a bell and tell them to come out fighting.
No, you go and tell her she's being stupid. I've come to the conclusion it's her fault.
You said she was very sympathetic. It could be his fault.
There you go again, jumping to conclusions.
Well, I don't think that you should interfere.
Well, why bother to turn up here just to have a row? We were doing all right on our own.
I'm making some coffee. It'll soon blow over.
I hope so. I don't fancy spending the day refereeing a 15-round middle-age contest. I'm worn out as it is.
After your activities this morning, I'm not surprised.
Oh, you do go on. If you went on at Malcolm like that, do you know what he'd say?
Stupid bitch. Women, oh, God. Oh, I'm sorry about this, but since the kids left home and she's got herself a job, she's gone all peculiar. Established her real identity, she says.
Well, perhaps she has.
Yes, Attila the Huns. And she's got some crazy idea that I'm having an affair with my secretary. I mean, would you believe it?
Yeah, of course not. You aren't, are you?
Well, not exactly.
Terry, I don't think you should interfere.
Look, I know. I don't want to hear about him and his secretary unless he insists on telling me.
Well, it started like this. I was in bed with Flu.
With who?
Flu! Oh, sorry. Now, Beatie's not there these days, out from morning till night, career mad. So I'm there all on my own at death's door. And does she care? Oh, no. Preserving her identity is much more important than preserving me.
You only had a touch of flu, Malcolm.
June, would you keep out of this, please? It's got nothing to do with us.
All right, I'll take Beattie a coffee. I expect she needs someone in her corner.
Go on, then, what happened?
Now, I phoned Marilyn, my secretary, and she came round to look after me. Well, while I was in bed, she
Yeah?
Yes, she made me. She made me.
Yeah?
She made me some hot soup.
Oh, really?
Yes. Well, I've always been faithful to Beattie, more or less. Anyway, Beattie came home unexpectedly and found my secretary sort of leaning over me with her face sort of near mine, sort of plumping my pillow.
She wasn't giving you the kiss of life, was she, Malcolm?
June, please. You don't give the kiss of life for influenza.
Why not? Some people get it for cramp. Excuse me, the sugar, thank you.
Sometimes I wished Adam had kept his ribs to himself.
I bet they're both in now, eagerly discussing the whole thing.
Knowing women, I wouldn't be at all surprised.
I expect they're both in there, commiserating with each other.
Oh, knowing men, it wouldn't surprise me. And I bet they think you're telling me all about it.
Oh, yes. Anyway, as I was saying, he didn't come home till midnight.
No, really? And what did you say to him?
And Beattie will naturally assume I'm telling you all my troubles.
Yes, typical, isn't it? Typical.
Yes. Where was I?
You came home at midnight and she was waiting up for you. Then what happened?
Well, I asked him about the smudge of lipstick, and he said because he had a cold, he had chapped lips and couldn't find anything else to put on them.
And he expected you to believe that?
And Lord knows why, she wouldn't believe me.
Disgusting.
That's what she said.
Did he say where he'd been till midnight?
Stock taking. We had to work late. I mean, it was quite innocent.
Well, I know, for heaven's sake. Of course I know. You know, Malcolm, I've often thought that I'd make a very good marriage guidance counsellor. Perhaps I can get through to her.
Perhaps if I had a word with Malcolm, he'd listen to me. Where are you going?
Well, as they're not talking, I thought I'd have a word with Beattie on Malcolm's behalf.
Oh.
Where are you going?
Just to have a word with Malcolm on Beattie's behalf,
But
excuse me.
now who's interfering?
Ah, yes, but I've had so much more experience dealing with difficult husbands, haven't I, darling?
Why, you've been married before?
You know what I mean. Malcolm is being a pain.
Oh, it's her, and all this new identity bit. And Malcolm has not been at all well lately.
My information is that he was putting it on.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. What man would deliberately lie in bed all alone just pretending to be ill?
A man who'd arranged for his secretary to call round.
What a flaming cheat. Malcolm has always been faithful to Beattie.
Oh.
Well, more or less.
And what about the night of July the 3rd when he and his secretary were out until midnight?
On July the 3rd, they worked late stock-taking.
Oh, and you expect me to believe that?
Why not, unless you've got a nasty, suspicious mind?
Don't change the subject. I know what was going on.
Oh, trust you to jump to conclusions like some overactive kangaroo, and it wouldn't be the first time today either.
Don't you talk to me like that, Terry. You're behaving like a male chauvinist pig.
Oh, so now I'm a pig.
Oh, June, don't go on to him like that. He's only trying to be helpful.
Thank you. I've had one example of his helpfulness today.
Yes, and it was typical of your behaviour, so who are you to interfere?
If I'm interfering for him, he can interfere for me.
Don't you shout at me, Terry Medford.
Terry wasn't shouting, Beattie.
Oh, yes, he was.
Oh, no, he wasn't. Oh, yes, I was.
Keep your voice down.
You and him are are, 2 for a pair.
So are you and your new bloody identity.
Thank you. End of round 2. And presuming that I'm not preaching to the unconfirmed, I think that you should deal with your problems like responsible adults.
Here.
Would you mind shutting up? Thank you, Beattie.
Terry, I really don't think that we should get involved.
Oh, what? Why not? I mean, they decided to come in and spend the whole day having a flaming row.
Beattie hasn't seen much of me lately. It's the first chance she's had.
Look, all we need to do is to deal with this with ordinary, sensible marriage guidance. If you all stop interrupting. Now then.
Presuming they want to patch it up.
Well, do you?
Oh, yes, if she'll be a bit more reasonable.
Beattie?
Yes, I suppose so. After all, I have given him the best years of my life.
What do you want, a receipt?
Look. June, come on. Take him out. Give him a stroll around the garden. I want to talk to Beattie alone.
I don't want to go for a walk round your garden.
June, please!
Oh, come on, Malcolm. You can help me get the lunch.
Oh, yes. It'd be nice to have some home cooking for a change.
Good. Now, Beattie, I'm going to treat this quite fairly and in a completely unbiased way. I think I should start by telling you exactly why it's all your fault.
Well, I think this is unblocked now, June. You know, as a husband, unblocking Sync seems to be my only strong point.
I still don't think it's a good idea, Terry trying to solve your problem. It's rather like asking a man with a lighted match to look for a gas leak.
They've only been in there a minute. Give him a chance. I mean, he can't make things any worse.
Ah, there you are. Good. How's lunch coming along?
What happened?
What happened where?
In there, you and Beattie?
Oh, that, Beattie. Well, she,
We thought we heard the front door slam.
Oh, did you? Oh, no. Point is that, I think I have resolved the problem, in a way.
How?
Well, she's left you. Hello, June, love. Hello. Oh, what a day. I'm absolutely exhausted. Oh, dear. How's Malcolm?
Oh, I think he's getting over it.
I should damn well hope so. He's been here almost a week.
Perhaps they'll patch it up soon.
Why not? I mean, she's only one of her sisters. Did he say when he was going home?
He said he can't face living in an empty house.
Perhaps he'd leave if we moved out.
Terry, you shouldn't have got involved. You only made it worse.
I know. It's all my fault. I'm sorry. Still, I mustn't blame him. Still, in any case, the spare room wasn't being used. I mean, you can stay there. It's the least we can do.
Evening, Terry. Hello, June.
Hello.
Oh, this tonight's good. That's better. Thank you. Slippers, good.
Now, just a minute.
You know, you are lucky. Nice home, attractive wife, drink, slippers. You've got the lot, Terry. I envy you.
No.
I think I'll go out, darling. I promised old Mrs. Johnson I'd go round and sit with her one evening, and I'm sure you and Malcolm have things to discuss. I'll go and get ready.
No, look. Do you mind if I say something?
You know, I feel very lost without my home comforts.
Well, I hardly say that, mate.
Like you, I've been married for over 20 years. Still, I've no regrets of you.
No, not really. No, although I had intended marrying a rich girl who'd be too proud to see me work.
Well, I never married for money. You can borrow it cheaper. But you know, Terry, all my life I've only really known one woman.
Oh, who was that?
Beattie.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, of course, being married means that you don't get the chance to know any other woman. It's like a tourniquet. Cuts down your circulation.
I feel very depressed about Beattie leaving me.
Cheer up. Plenty more fish in the sea. I mean, change might do you good. As you said, you're like me. You've been swimming around with the same old halibut for over 20 years. I mean, now you're on your own. We can take your pick.
No, I don't think I'll bother. I don't know anyone suitable, apart from my secretary. I was getting fed up with her anyway.
Well, look, providing you don't tell June I told you, but there is a very attractive divorcee living opposite, Cynthia. She's lonely and available.
How do you know?
Oh, I got the message loud and clear, yeah. She's rather keen on me, actually. I don't want to rush it.
Terry?
Yeah?
I'm just going. Could I have a word with you?
Yeah, of course you can, of course I can. What's the matter? What?
What were you talking to Malcolm about?
Oh, just jollying him along, you know.
Well, Don't jolly him over the road to Cynthia Hunter's.
Well, now, how did you know?
Well, as I said before, darling, I can read you like a book. And you can close the chapter on that idea.
No, I was just giving, practical assistance. But I won't, all right. But don't fuss. Can I run you over to Mrs. Johnson's?
No, thanks. It's only about 10 minutes' walk. And I need some fresh air.
June, wait a minute. What's the matter?
Aren't you getting the message loud and clear? I shall be back to get the dinner, and I think perhaps we'll have the same old halibut. Bye.
Terry, a word, if you please.
If life's a bowl of cherries, why do I always get the pips?
This Cynthia, alone, attractive, and available. I like it.
No, forget it.
Forget it, you've only just mentioned
Yeah,
it.
but circumstances change, and I'm in enough trouble as it is.
Oh, I see. Keeping Cynthia for yourself, is that it? How very selfish. Considering it's your fault I'm in this awful situation, and furthermore...
All right, I'll have a word with it if I get a chance, but don't tell June.
Well, of course not. Actually, I'm not doing anything this evening, so just pop over there, would you, old boy, and tell her I'm on tap?
No? Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm sorry. No, you can't talk me into it. I'm not going to do it.
Terry?
Cynthia? It's me, Terry. Two-time Terry, paving slabs, yes. Are you doing anything this evening? Oh, good.
Tell her I'm 39.
So you're on your own? Well, good. I'd like to have a word with you. Yeah. No, I better not come over there. People talk, you know what people are. Yes, aren't they? Yes. But where? Where? Yes, I know it. Right, in about 10 minutes then. Right, bye.
Thank you, Terry. At times like this, one is proud to have such a friend. A friend who's doing his best to provide me with a pleasant companion to ease my awful loneliness. I appreciate it.
Yeah, well, I only just...
I do hope she's well endowed.
Oh, not off. She just bought 2 ton of paving slabs. Big uns, they are. Big uns.
Terry!
Cynthia.
This is the only place I could think of. It's rather exciting, isn't it?
Yeah. Now, Cynthia, I want to ask you a question.
Yes, Terry, what is it?
Now, it's not going to be easy. You see, I get the impression that being divorced, you are rather lonely.
Yes, I am. I'm glad you phoned.
Yes. Now, how would you feel about a man about my age whose wife doesn't understand him? In fact, his wife has left him.
Oh, I don't know. It all depends.
I'm speaking hypothetically.
Of course you are, Terry.
Yes. Well, I have this friend.
This friend? Oh, yes, I see.
Yes. And this friend is in the same boat as you are. And he knows that you are an attractive and sympathetic person.
That's very nice of you to say so, Terry. But what does this friend have in mind exactly?
No. He'd like to take you out and get to know you.
Oh, I'd like that.
You would?
Yes, I would.
He will be pleased.
Good, I'm glad. And where does this friend live?
At the moment, 26 Elm Tree Avenue.
But that's your address.
I know that.
Oh, Terry, you don't have to pretend anymore. It's you, isn't it?
Eh?
Oh, you silly fool. Come here.
Cynthia!
Terry!
Terry! Oh, my God, not again.
Yes. No, June, wait. Look, I was doing it for somebody else. Okay.
I'm going home. Mrs. Johnson was out, and as far as I'm concerned, so are you. Good night.
Look, it was Malcolm. I was trying to arrange an introduction.
In the corner of a bus shelter?
Well, I didn't want anybody to see me. I mean, you might have thought I was up to something.
I saw what you were up to.
No, look, it was for Malcolm. It was Malcolm's idea. Malcolm will confirm that I'm telling the truth. No, Malcolm, I want you to tell...
Hello there. What? Beattie's back. We've made it up. I apologized.
Oh, that's marvellous.
Yes, I decided he's still a pain in the neck, but I can't do without him. Sorry to put you to so much trouble, June.
Oh, it's been a pleasure.
Me and the old battle axe are leaving immediately.
No. Malcolm, I want you to tell June. It was your flaming idea.
Well, we got together again. No, actually, it was Beattie's, old boy, I'm proud to say. We'll see ourselves out. Bye-bye.
Thanks for everything, both of you.
Malcolm! Well, I mean, he couldn't say anything in front of Beattie, could he? And, I mean, you know me. I'll do anything for anybody. I'll go mow the lawn and do the weeds and mend the garage roof before it gets dark. You're not thinking of leaving home or anything, are you? Good. I better make a start. Oh, June, don't be like that. Say something.
All right, I will.
Go on, then.
You won't mind if I do.
No, you're probably going to say that as far as Cynthia's concerned, I'm completely innocent.
You're jumping to conclusions again, Terry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, yes, I am. Go on, then, what is it?
The kitchen sink's bunged up again.
One unbelievably unbunged sink coming up, darling.